So this is, again, totally in line with the flute call of that inaugurates the Rasa Lila. Krishna is crying through the flute. He's not just playing the flute, he's crying the flute, if there's place for that in expression. He's crying the flute, or he is crying through the flute, imploring on the verge of death. Again, dying in separation, begging to the Braja Gopikas. Please do something. Remember, it's a strong emotional appeal, crying, dying, for someone to do something, do something. And what's the do something for the gopis? Krishna is saying, come and save my life. I cannot live a moment more without you, basically without your love. I cannot live without love. I'm dying. That's Krishna. He cannot live without love. That's the idea. That's the dynamic of Lila. And many times we already mentioned that in the past. No? These are the real necessities. We worship a God who is really needy, which means speaks about the depth of his standing. It's not that the more needy you are, the more inferior you are. Not the contrary. It's not that the more vulnerable you are, the lower you are. No. Here we are speaking about necessities which come out of love, out of dedication, out of there are total different category of necessities. As we will speak today, and today we start to hint here at the subtitle of today's lecture. Rasa Lila being a sacred dance and not a survival dance. So in survival mode, we have necessities, but they come out of survival mode. But in loving mode, in love mode, another necessities come, the real necessities. So by identifying with the real necessities, we can develop an identity. By identification with the necessities of love, we can develop an identity as servants in that arena. And which will be our service, as many times we say, to save God's life on a daily basis. So much need is there, which means so much love is there. So this is Rasa Lila, the climax of the Bhagavad, the climax of God's own heart overflowing, the climax of the Brajavasa's dedication, the climax of all love, service, surrender, faith, mystery, harmony, the climax of all integration of complexity, as you will see, and the ultimate embrace of the darkest cloud of unknowing, if you want to put it like that, which is another name for Krishna, ultimately, Gana Shyam, he who is dark like a cloud. So the gopis are embracing, running after the darkest cloud of unknowing during the midnight of the soul.